Hey guys, what is up? It's Jacob from Team Insanity, and right now I'm bringing you an Ask Us Anything on August 5th, 2015. I know it's been a month since our last Ask Us Anything, and it's because, which I'm going to get to, it's been really hard to pump out videos lately because Jake, Nick, and I, we all work different work schedules, some at night, during the day, to the morning and afternoon. So we have to like specifically plan now to do Ask Anything videos or videos in general because our schedules are so different. So videos aren't as scheduled as they used to be, and I apologize for that, all of us do. But hopefully we're going to get into the groove of things. Jake's at camp right now, Nick's at home. And obviously Jake is usually in these, or it's not just me alone, but like I said, I'm alone, home alone, it's late at night, and I just figured I'd pump out a couple of videos. And now, being just me, I don't have a whole ton of knowledge as like Jake would, or Jake and I and Nick all together that we can brainstorm and yell back and forth. So I'm going to answer these questions to the best of my capability. And if not, you know, go ahead and yell at me in the comments, but it's late at night. So I'm either tired or I just don't know the answer. And if I don't know the answer to your question, I apologize. But the actual first question is, I've been talking to this guy named Matt. Don't want Matt B. I don't want to say your last name. I don't know if you care or not. On Facebook, on our Facebook. By the way, our Facebook's open all the time. Go to Team Insanity Paintball on our page, and you can answer questions. I'm on there all the time. Jake's on there, and we answer questions as soon as possible. So it's more of an up-to-date version from the Ask Us Anything. Ask Us Anything takes about a week, maybe longer, depending on the video. And on Facebook, we can answer it within that day or even that hour, the minute. So it's just another way to get your questions in and ask. And Matt is a very funny guy. I've been talking to him lately. He wants to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ag are you? And I definitely say I have an HK arm pads and knee pads, so I definitely say I'm rocking a 6 out of 10. I could have KLRs, I could have the pod pack, I could have jersey, I could have pants, so I'm not totally ag. I don't have a lot of cocaine that I can, you know. But I definitely rank myself a solid average. I think I said 6 out of 10 on my ag level. And I'm sure Jake and Nick would also put their input of how ag they are if they were here. Alright, so the first actual question comes by Jace Lange. He has, should I get the 2013 Proto Reflex Rail or the Empire Axe? Now, I've shot the Proto Reflex Rail 2013. Actually, I think I've shot it in the 14, and I've shot the Axe. Now, I do like the Axe, but I think I like the way how the the 2014 Proto Rail shot a lot better. And I believe the only difference between the 13 and the 14 is the milling or something like that. And I really like the way the Reflex Rail shot. So in my preference, I know a lot of people disagree. I think I'd rather shoot a Reflex Rail, but I really do like the Axe. I just think they're too common for me, and I don't like to have a gun that everyone else has, which is kind of stupid, but I think I would rather shoot the Reflex Rail. And Jake, I think he's with me on the Reflex Rail, because I think we've answered this question before. Andrew Mordini, Mr. Morden, asks, welcome to the 301 Club. Thank you. Alright, Sheldon C. Next, ask us a question. Should I get a Z2 and invert mini or Tippmann AL hopper with invert mini GS? And could you give a shout out to Matt and Ash channel, please? Big fan. There's your shout out. And should I get a Z2 with invert mini or Tippmann AL hopper? Alright. Now, I've never heard of that Tippmann hopper before. I'm guessing it's not a fantastic hopper. But between the Z2 and the invert mini and the Tippmann hopper and the mini GS, I think you'd be much happier going with a lesser hopper and a better overall gun than a better hopper and a gun that you may not like. I've owned the mini GS and I've shot for a long time. When we had I've owned a regular mini, and when I've had the mini GS, I shot it a lot. And my experience with the invert mini would be a frowny face, and my experience with the mini GS would be a nice smiley face. So I think I would definitely go with that mini GS because in the long run, you're gonna like that a whole lot better. And then eventually you can save up and get that better hopper, because I'd rather have the better gun and then a lower end hopper and then get the hopper. That's my preference. All right, Jeffrey Emery. Hey Team Insanity, I play woodsball and speedball, and I'm looking for some jerseys and pants. Where should I get them? Also, Lux 2.0 versus Tippmann SPL 12. All right, that's the dumbest question I've ever heard. You're gonna want to go for the Tippmann. Overall, it's gonna shoot smoother than butter. Compared to that Lux, it's got the Splatmaster trigger. All right, it's not even comparable. Go with the Tippmann. And for the extra question, woodsball and speedball, if you're looking to get jerseys and pants, now we talk about A&S gear, getting like guns and stuff, how we like don't really like getting our guns from that website, because like especially the exclusive colors, they come off kind of shady, they scratch a lot. Nick got his KP3 from A&S and it came scratched anodizing. But if I go on A&S gear, I get soft goods. That's totally fine for the website, at least in our preference and our experience. So I would get like Velkin or Dye or Empire or that kind of like. Velkin has really good soft goods and jerseys and pants. Pants, Exalt Thrashers are great pants. And some of the Velkin jerseys, Dye and Empire, they have great jerseys and soft goods that you can use. Alright, next question is Cameron Jr. Is the Planet Eclipse Ether the best gun to get around the 400 range? Now, I don't think around the 400 range, no, not at all. If I got it for like dirt cheap, I would probably shoot an ETHA. And the only reason I would get an ETHA is if I got the EMC kit with it, just because I think it's a little cool. And my friend Michael, he has the ETHA, and he rates it like an average, I believe. He doesn't like the trigger. I think I don't really like the feel of the overall ergonomics of the ETHA. I don't like that word just because it annoys me, but I don't really like how it feels. For 400, I got my G6R for 400. That's a much better gun. ETHA, G6R, not even on the screen anymore. So I wouldn't, and getting an ETHA for that price I would not go for that. I would only get an ETHA if it was used. My friend Tanner wanted to sell me it for like 150 bucks. So no, you get a lot better guns for 150. Max Garrett. He asks, hey Team Insanity, is buying the Axe for $250 a good deal? If so, should I get it? Now I don't know if you bought this already, because that question was 3 weeks ago, but I think that's around that price range, the $250 for a used Axe. Those are great deals. If you go to pro stores, some will be selling for like $350 or that price, or even their like retail price. So I think in the 200 to like lower 300 range, I think those are great prices for Axes. All right, Proof Winsy Twinsy. A team, no, he didn't say that. What's a good tank? A good tank for like a speedball gun or even like a Tippmann or something like that, I would get like a 6845. You could be big or you could be small, but a 6845 tank is most likely gonna fit you. So I would go with that. I have a Pure Energy tank. Jake has a Ninja Grey Ghost. They're the SL tanks, but I would just go with like the Ninja 68 45s, or even like if you want to go cheaper, like go with I did, go for the Pure Energy. But I would definitely go with the 68 45s. Now I have a pump, and I had like a like 9. I can't remember. The one I have for my G6R is like a Gorilla 45 tank or something like that. Sorry if that's wrong. It's really late. I don't even remember. I'd have to go up to my car to grab it. But 6845s, I'd go with those. I wrote Paintballer asks, what is your honest opinion on the Zodin KP3? I know we can answer. Now, Nick got his Zodin KP3, pre-ordered it when they came out, and he got it as soon as he could get it. Now, I like the look of it. He got like the cotton candy type color. The only problem is it was an ANS exclusive color or something like that. And he got it, and the anodizing was crap off the start. The purple was like 2 different colors. It looks pretty bad. There's scratches on the back of the gun, on the side of it, marks, not dents, but marks like of the anodizing going off. Cosmetically, it didn't look that good, but I like the pump stroke of it. I like how it feels. It looks pretty cool. Non-cosmetic, like I'm not talking about the anodizing, but how like it actually looks, how it's built and stuff. So I think I had pretty high hopes for it, and they kind of satisfied me. I know Nick really likes it, and it shoots pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. I really do like the KP3 so far. All right, Mr. Gaming asks Mini GS or ETHA. I would definitely go with the Mini GS for that one over the ETHA any day. Mini GS shoots amazing. Big step up from the Invert Mini. Alec Veloquez, what do you guys think of the new MacDev Drone 2? I'll be in the market for new guns soon, and it looks promising. We held the MacDev Drone 2 at Living Legends 8, I believe. We did a video on it. I don't think we ever actually, we never did put it on YouTube. I like the way it felt. I think it was the grip or the foregrip, how I really liked, and we were talking about it, it felt amazing. I never did shoot it. I know I think we want to buy one in the future, maybe give it away, or maybe we're thinking about a shocker. Yeah, shocker. But to be honest, I haven't shot it, so I can't give you my honest opinion, but I did like the way it felt, and I do want to shoot it, but I haven't had the opportunity yet to. Alright, PB Crave, if you like MagFed at all, check out my channel. His question is, how much do you usually spend on a case of paint on average? I usually spend around 50 on my case of Marbleizer at Lone Wolf Paintball, and that's a member casing, so member pricing. So around 50, which I think is pretty cheap compared to some fields. You get it for like, I've seen them go for like 70 bucks or even $80, which I think is ridiculous because I pay for $50 at Marbleizer case or hot box. So that's how much Team Insanity pays at our field, and that's if you're a member at Lone Wolf, that's how much you can get it for too. Alright, then Mark Canzello asks, Rotor, not the R2 or TFX. So Rotor or TFX, I'd go with the TFX. I recently shot the TFX. Go check out the Autococker Evolution X with the TFX. I really like how it looks. It's lighter, it's sleeker, and I think it's got a better design than the Rotor. He's not talking about the R2, he's talking about the regular Rotor. And it doesn't jam as much. I haven't had any jamming problem with the TFX, and I've had tons of jamming problem with the original Rotor, so I definitely go with the TFX. Alright, Blue Bear Gaming says, this is the same setup. I run Dangerous Power G5, Silver, and Halo 2 Hopper. If you're asking me to rate the setup, I think that's fine, but I didn't really understand the question. Maybe, okay, he has said another one. Am I the only one that thinks the Dangerous Power G5 has a really light trigger? No, you're not. I shot the Dangerous G5 basically a lot of Living Legends 8, and how it was set up obviously depends if you adjusted your trigger or anything like that. I thought it was pretty light. I thought it was really easy to get that thing going as fast as you went, and so I thought it was really easy to run the trigger. It's not just you. Peter Openite says, does the KP3 take any CCM upgrades? I don't believe so, but don't take my word on it. Would you trade a Lux 2.0 for Vanquish 2.0? I would. I have a 2.0, I have a Lux 2.0, and I really, really like the way that Vanquish. So if I could straight change it, I would definitely do that to get the taste of the Vanquish. I never owned one, but I shot DJs or coaches. The Great Wolf asks, should I get a Rail Max or G5? I would definitely go with the G5 10 times out of 10. I love the G5, big step up from the G4, I think. And the Rail Max, it was stiffy. I hated the trigger on it, so I would definitely go with the G5. All right, make sure my mic is decent. Scott Tenney. I'm thinking about getting a Violent Trigger for the E-Tech 5. What do you guys think? I had a Violent Trigger for NT, I think, and I really liked how it felt, and I think I used that for, maybe it was DJ's NT. It was a long time ago, and I really like those triggers. I like how they feel, I like how they look. Should I get a Blade Deuce? I forget what the third one is called. It's honestly your opinion, whatever you want, like a Deuce or like a Violent Trigger. It's your preference, how you like the feel of it. Also wondering about the Hush Bolt for the E-Tech 5. It will be coming out soon. Guy asked me to send him my gun so he can test it out, and he would like to give me free bolt. So is there anyone out there with an E-Tech 5 with the Hush Bolt? Send him your gun. I don't know if that sounds legit, but I don't know what you're talking about. I would go for the generally E-Tech's a little bit louder, especially with the E-Tech 4. I'm not 100% sure about the E-Tech 5. I know we did a video about it, but I'm sure the Hush Bolt would help a little bit. Jake Esmella, can you guys help? My budget for the gun is under 200, but I can't decide what to get and would spend more, but my parents will let me. 200 is a very hard budget. I mean, go up more like $70-ish. You could probably get a used axe. You could probably get like I'd go with like a Tippmann, to be honest. Unless you like don't have a gun, I'd go with like a Tippmann. But I mean, I would say like if you could find used mini GSs, but they're not really that common. But you're definitely gonna have to step up your budget a little bit, or just go for like a lower end like Milson, like Tippmann or something like that, which are great guns. I still have my Tippmann. It was my very first gun. Austin Store says, rate my swag. Empire's some sacks. 77 SL die rotor. Oh, okay. Fuck you, Jake. I love my rotor. It doesn't jam. Hey, I like the rotor too. Virtue Crown, Empire Zero Contact Pants, NXC Pack. I love the penis shirt so everyone can know how gay I am. Hey, we all gotta rock that shirt sometimes. And Dye I4's HK headband so it looks super ag and pro. Planet elbow pads and those gnarly slides and bright orange rental barrel cover so everyone knows I'm in business. Oh yeah, another thing, I'm buying a G6R. Do I need to buy an SLP or can I just take out the 3 shims out of my V2 Pro Reg for the G6R? I'm not sure about the shims. I do have an SLP for my Gorilla tank. It's the smaller one, the one I was talking about earlier. And it does improve efficiency. But I'm not sure about the shim part. I've heard DJ talk about some with the shims. But I had the SLP on mine. I did buy it, but it came with the G6R that I bought. And your setup, I would rate at least 11 out of 10. It's very ag. Ag central, man. All right, we got Jackson Bauer. What are your thoughts on the JT Impulse? I've heard it shoots very similar to G6R and is priced similar to a used G6R as well. I'd rather buy a new JT rather than a used G6R if both guns are comparable. Shot quality, ergonomics, that sort of jazz. I know you guys love Bob Long, but please be unbiased as possible. Jake's the one that's really biased towards Bob Long. I have a G6R, but I'm not biased towards Bob Long. I barely use it. If you want to be biased, I'm probably more biased towards the Lux. I've never shot the JT Impulse. I think I held it and I really liked how it felt. Travis shot it, and I think he was overall satisfied with the JT Impulse. So I can't really compare it. I do love my G6R. I love how it's stretched out. I love how it looked. It's light, especially when I have the lighter tank on it. The efficiency is great. I'm trying not to be biased, but I only know a lot more about the G6R, not a lot about the JT Impulse. But you're really going to have to shoot both of them and see which one you like. Feel the ergonomics of each one of them, the shot quality, the smoothness. If you can, shoot both of them and then make a decision if they're in the same price range. That's the best offer I can get you without like me actually shooting the Impulse. Team Savage, GOG XC is way better than the Porto Real because GOG makes durable, long-last guns. Plus the GOG XC is way quicker to fix, just needs a few upgrades. I personally have the GOG XC and it shoots fantastic. I've never shot it. I usually stay away from GOG guns. But I mean, the Porto Real 2011, which Pierre has, I think is a fine gun. But, you know, I've never shot the GOG XC, so I can't give an honest opinion. Alan Lamar asks, what are your thoughts on the Lurker Eigen Barrel? I can't tell you. Because I don't know. So sorry. Like I said, I can't answer all the questions because usually like Jake will know, but I won't know. Or I'll have Nick use some of my knowledge, but I don't know about that. The Lurker Eigen Barrel. If that's even how you say it. Sorry. Evan Ross, can you come to Jacksonville, Florida? I think that's Florida, to Splatman Paintball Park? No, I'm sorry. We live in Michigan, so if that is Florida, I'm pretty sure FL. We can't just kind of drive all the way just to go to a paintball field. Whew, sorry, it's getting on 1 o'clock. It's kind of hard to travel in college and high school and you don't have any money to begin with. So we kind of make do with what we already have. All right. Alex Jones asks, what do you think about the Shocker? I think we are going to buy one soon, and we're going to give it away. So we'll let you know because I haven't felt it. I haven't shot it. We really want to get our hands on one. Isaac has one, and he says it shoots great, and he really loves it. So we're probably going to have one soon once we give away the R2, and then we'll probably have the Shocker. And then we'll get back to you on how it feels. But so far, I've heard it's pretty decent. Anthony Tripodi, rate my setup. Grills, i4s, E-Tech 3, TFX, Blue SL tank. E-Tech, other than the E-Tech 3 thing, that's decent. I mean, obviously the E-Tech 3 is a fine gun, but personally, if I get a 4 better, I would. But if you can't stick with the E-Tech 3, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Or Valdez, on a scale of 1 to 10, how gay is Shane? You know, I ask myself that question every day, and I still haven't found an answer. Mo Virus, number 11, TI only. What company is making your new jerseys? We're going through Anthrax, and we ordered them, so we just have to wait. TK24 asked, do you think the new SP Shocker is good? Like I said, I don't know, but this one guy commented, says it's amazing. I own one. The only downfall is the bolt hold breaks easy. So, sorry, maybe that's something to think about. All right, Untouchable Paintball. Hi, it's the guy from Fuel PB. Should I get the dye i4s and 45 for 45 in perfect condition? Yeah, go for it. If it's used, that's totally up to you. I don't buy used masks. I don't want people's old sweat in it, even if it's cleaned. But that's just me. But if you get them cheap, perfect condition, go for it, man. Nathan's Adventures. Rate my setup, dye DM1, invert 2, and dye Ninja 5045. Obviously, I think you could go up to a better setup, unless, I don't even know. I haven't heard of those things in a while, so I don't even know if that's a joke or not. But you could definitely upgrade if you have the money. Christian Thornton, if it is a joke, I probably just made a stupid person of myself. Christian Thornton, rate my setup, i4's die rotor, DM13, 45 Ninja Tank, HK Army Iron Pads, Empire Pants, and soccer cleats. Thanks, TI, for all the great videos. Keep up the work. Thanks. My throat's actually starting to hurt. I think that's a great setup. You got all of what you really need to do, so 10 out of 10. Danielle Andres, for how much can I get a used G6R, and where's the best place to buy? You can probably get it for like under 400, like 350, maybe even lower. I got mine for 400 with the G6R, the pressure tester, and the SLP rig for 400, so you could definitely get it cheaper from that. But mine was a 2K11. Where is the best place to buy it? Online, through a friend. I bought mine through a friend. If you don't have a friend, obviously, like, go online or something like that. Facebook BSTs. Poop McGee, anybody. Vanquish 2.0 versus Geo 3.5 versus Clone 5. Hold on, I'm listening to what this guy said. Alright, so I was just reading the comments on that one. I shot the Vanquish, I've shot the Geo, I haven't shot the Clone. I'd probably rate the 2.0 Vanquish over the 3.5. And then the Clone, because I haven't shot it. So I really like the smoothness and the like zero kick of the 2.0. And it's like absolutely sexy. And I love the way the Vanquishes look. Nick G, DM12 or NT11? I'd go with the DM12. But then I probably eventually switch to the NT just to get that different taste, because I absolutely love the way NTs shoot. Clay Creed. No, that's not a question. Radioactive Rampage Paintball. Who all is getting team jerseys and can fans buy them? Team Insanity is getting our jerseys. Only Team Insanity. Can fans buy them? No. I mean, maybe in the future, but we haven't talked about it yet. Review the Defy D3s. Once someone maybe sends it to them, because we probably will not buy them. Shifty Block KA1236. Empire Axe or DM7. Go with Empire Axe. Triton Magic. Should I save up for E-Tech 5 or an Axe? I have an ETHA at the moment, TI only. I would go with the Axe over the E-Tech 5. Forest Lynn. I need a mask. Money is an issue option. V-Force Grills. Die i4s. I wouldn't go for KLRs or anything like that. Vios I've heard are pretty good. I didn't like the way they sat on my face, but Vios, there's E-Flexes, all those are great masks. I personally like i4s and grills. Clay Creed, what should I get for pants, jersey, Vulcan? Or for pants, Vulcan, HK Army. HK has kind of poorer quality control. So I'd get some from like Vulcan or Empire. JT has some good ones. I haven't personally worn them though. Some of the older guys at the field have JT though. Nate Adams, should I get an E-Tech 5 or save up and get like a Geo3 or Geo 3.5? I would definitely, I mean, if you have time to save up, I would definitely go with like a Geo 3.1 or a Geo 3.0 and put like an IV core in it instead of spending money on a 3.5 because it's going to be more expensive. And if you put an IV core in a 3.0, it's going to be shoot the same, I'm pretty sure. So I would definitely save up. I need to make sure this mic is on me because that would suck if I've been talking this entire time and it hasn't even been working. Costa edits. Would a Violent Series trigger meant for the GS fit the X Pro? They haven't made a trigger for the Pro, and I hate the stock trigger. Probably not, because the GS is generally smaller. They make the extended grip for the GS, which I think extends it to about bigger or the size of an X. So maybe the trigger in that one, but I don't think the GS trigger would fit on an X Pro. But I don't think. I haven't tried it. So I'd imagine because the GS is smaller than the X, it's like it's the little brother to the X. But Scooter Shooter asks, how do I come down from blue crystal meth? You start injecting marijuanas daily, all right? Then you get high and you get drunk on cocaine after smoking a lot of heroin. It's that easy. I hope I answered your question satisfactory. Ethan Santos, would you rather have sex with a hairless cat with no legs or with a hairless dog with no legs? Pussy's pussy, man. A cat would probably scratch me though, so I don't know. I have dogs, so I'd feel bad about it. Next question. The fact that I had to think about that question though. Leo the Great 98, Studio Movie Grill is the theater in Arizona. Oh, I think we talked about it in previous, but that wasn't the theater we went to. I know that, because we were talking about the movie theater where you get food and all that jazz. Jeff Stanley asks, what are the best padded pants for under $100? I mean, you can get anything, like, I believe Exalt Thrashers are like 100. I have NXC pants. Those are like going on 5 years, and they look brand new when they get washed. And they're probably under 100 now. Most pants are around under $100, and they're all usually padded. Only unpadded pants you get were just like regular camo pants. Zach Prep, who shoots better, Jake's VCOM or Jake Upsocks? Man, I really do like the way that Jake's VCOM, especially how I like the whole idea of the VCOM. I can switch the pop-in and the spool and the engines. It is very smooth, and I love the way it felt, but I also love the Lux. And when you get like a perfectly tuned Lux, how like DJ's is, or it shoots amazing. I never felt like a gun that smooth. But I'd say they're probably around the same. I think maybe the Lux is probably a little bit smoother, but I'd imagine. I haven't shot them side by side. Ryan O'Reilly, rate my setup. E-Tech 5 OLED with Aspire 260 with an SF and ramp. Ninja 7745 SL and glass fiber boomy. And my axe with Redline Nano, feed neck, violent trigger, rotor with SF. Ninja 9045 SL, and I have a shift kit for it. Empire E-Fluxes and events. My parents didn't buy it. I have a job. It's cool. I wasn't going to assume their parents bought it. I ain't like that. That's a great setup. You have multiple setups, it sounds like. Just like me. So 11 out of 10. Larson 3344 X for 460, Reflex Row for 450, E-Tech 5 for 550. You can get an X used for like $200 cheaper. Reflex Row you get a whole lot cheaper. And E-Tech 5 for 550. You can probably get that a bit cheaper. Maybe not. I don't know how they're going used right now because I just came out like recently, like a year or two. or JT Impulse for 500. I'm leaning toward the Impulse because it's originally over 1,000 and Anus has it new for 500. Oh, no used, please. Okay, I just saw that. I would probably go for, I don't buy used, so this is kind of hard for me to do. I mean, I don't buy new. I'd much rather buy used 10, like 100 times over. But I always have the GT, so I'd probably go for the Reflex for 450. So I think I like the Reflex over the X. So Jackson saying Jake has a TBH problem. Makes me laugh. Love the videos. Keep it up. TBH. I like the way you comment. I saw a mosquito out of the corner of my house, so I got distracted. Cameron Longhurst. Should I sell my i4s and get grills or keep my i4s? It's totally up to you. I have i4s and I bought grills. Now I have i4s, grills, events, slide profits. I have an addiction. It's paintball. Get used to it. But you know, do what you want to do. Rodrigo Sanchez, what do you think of the giant tactical new magnetic pop packet they're making? Thoughts? TA only. I've never heard of that. It kind of sounds weird. It kind of sounds like the soundless, like how the critical cell pack makes no Velcro sound. So that could be cool as long as like the magnetic doesn't like wear off or something like that. But I mean, if it's tactical, you know, you got to use it. Ryan Peterson, why are there no black people on this channel? Listen. We're as black as it gets. I thought that was specifically clear from the get-go. That's a good question, though. You should be the first one. Now that I mention it, I wonder if there has ever been any black people on this YouTube channel. We're very white people. Huh. That's a good question. You definitely got me thinking. Alright. Got Austin Bayer, rate my setup 1 to 10. Dire Force, decent. Empire Tracer with GOG Freakback, 6-inch front and Apex 2-tip. SA 17 10-round magazine. You're starting to sound like what I had. Ninja 13 3000 take. Now you're starting to really sound like I had. Angle 4, okay, you're really starting to sound like I run a scope and a bipod. Okay, when using first strike. By the way, everything has been plastic dipped in OD green. I definitely think it's decent. It's a good pump starter. I rate it about like 7 because obviously you could get better, and I'm not dishing on the tracer in your setup because you almost had the same exact setup I used to have, and I loved it, but I moved on because there are better pump options, and the tracer is a great pump to get into it, but I think you have a decent setup. Justin Keena, should I get the HK Army KLRs or Dire Force? Definitely go with the Dire Force. KLRs overall, I heard they're not great. I heard they're kind of hard to talk through, and the foam is not great. Even our foam that someone sent to us, it was peeling off. I've heard multiple accounts of the foam peeling off. The quality control and the KLRs aren't that great. So I definitely go with the Dire Force. They're a fantastic mask. Jacob like, yo bro, rate my setup. All HK Ag swag cocaine gear, Walmart mask, Spider Phoenix, and a Planet Eclipse case with that Planet Eclipse manual, TFX Ag swag cocaine loader, and a Dick's Sporting Goods HPA tank that I fill with CO2 because I'm too poor for HPA. Plus, if I don't win the R2, like I said on Facebook, I'm burning all of this and sending it to you for review. That's the Ag setup I think I've ever seen. And I think, honestly, you're too cool for paintball. You might as well move to Airsoft so you can really get the full experience of that Agness. Alright? Super mosquito. Trevor Burton, E-Tech 5 or Dangerous Power G5? I really shoot the G5. Kevin Gomez, should I get the new Shocker or the DM14? I haven't shot the Shocker, but from what I've heard, you might want to get the Shocker over the DM14. Braden Reiner, what is the reasoning behind you not liking the rotor? That's Jake who doesn't like the rotor. Oh, I just with the mic. I like the rotor. He doesn't like that it jams. I mean, it does jam, but every loader jams. This one just jams more than usual. But I still love the rotor. It's durable. It's a great hopper. I think it'll go through a fire and still live. We have a torch in us. Go watch it. I'm going to start skipping a couple questions. I'm only halfway through. This is going to be a shorter one. Usually when we don't do a ask anything for a while, we don't do all the questions because we're getting into it. so I'm gonna start like speeding it up. Dr. Walsh asked, does Team Insanity play on national events? We play like NXPL, like local events by like Lone Wolf and Crew Paintball and that kind of stuff, but we don't like travel to states and stuff like that. We're not that good. We just play like D4 or D5. Actually, not even D4. We just play D5. Team Insanity has been a team for probably 4 years, and only about a year that has been actually playing speedball, because we just like having fun. So you don't have to be a speedball team to play. I've had someone ask me that a couple of days ago. He's like, I want to get a team together, and what do you say? He said, I want to get the team together. I want to get a couple friends, and how quick should I get sponsored? And is it bad that I'm not going to play we're not going to play terms right away? And I let him know we were a team, and I don't know if this means anything to anyone, but I mean, it means it to me. We were a team for 3 to 4 years, and we're just having fun. What really got us to bond was this YouTube channel. We're all looks. I mean, we didn't even start playing speedball until like a year and a half ago. And started getting serious about speedball, and even still, I mean, we still have fun with what we do. You see it in our videos we do. We do all the paintball stuff. We do challenges. We do torture tests. We have so much fun with this, and that's what having a team is about. So I probably strayed away from the question, to be honest. Use LV1 or GO 3.1 with an IV core. I'd go with the 3.1. It sounded like there was a mouse running behind me. Alright. What do you guys think about the TFX hopper? I think it's great. I shot it on the video that we had just recently posted. It's sleek, it's lighter than the rotor. It didn't jam on me. I like how it looked. It fed ball as well. It didn't jam at all. I just repeated myself. I'm tired. Overall, I've had a great experience with this so far. Alright. This video is getting a little bit long. It's getting late at night, and I kind of want to go to bed because I'm playing paintball tomorrow morning. Got a private game tomorrow with Jack and some buddies. So thanks for watching, guys. I know we didn't answer all the questions. I answered the majority of questions, and I hope that I answered your question, and if not, I apologize. I just did a long dramatic pause there because I was thinking about, I didn't even know what to say. But like I said, sorry about the lack of uploads. Getting back into it. I'm doing my best. Jake and Nick will come back, and we'll all start working. So thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, let me know. I think it's kind of cool. Obviously, we put gameplay on this. I was thinking about maybe putting some background music in this because the gameplay doesn't have any sound. I might. Who knows? But I think this is kind of the Ask Us Anything is kind of a cool thing to like put on your background as a tab. So it's more like a podcast that you listen to because you really don't need to watch me. You don't need to watch this gameplay. Most of the gameplay we put on this isn't interesting gameplay. It's a gameplay that's like a smudge or something like that, so we can use it. So I think it's pretty cool because I know some people do it as like a podcast. They just listen to it. But yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your night, day, morning, you know.